My name is Dustin, and I live in a house with a terrible secret. November 13th, a date that hangs over my family like a dark cloud. Every 10 years, on that day, someone in my family dies. It's not a normal death. It's something cold and unseen that slips into our house and takes one of us away. I've seen it happen 3 times already. The curse is a quiet thing, a whisper in the dark, a chill that settles deep in your bones. My dad used to say it was just the house settling or the wind, but I knew better. We all did. We didn't want to give the fear a name, because naming it would make it real. The first time I felt it, I was just a little boy. I didn't understand, but I knew the grown-ups were scared. Now I am 17. The year is 2024, and November 13th is coming again. This time, I'm the only one left in this big, empty house. The fear is no longer a whisper. It's a roar inside my head, getting louder every day. The house itself seems to know the date is approaching. Doors swing open, the air grows cold. I walk these halls wondering, who will it be this time? There's no one else here. The curse is coming for me and I don't know how to stop it. My first memory of the curse is from 2004. I was 7. My grandmother, Eleanor, lived with us. That November, she became quiet, sitting by the fire, staring into the flames. She stopped telling stories, stopped baking pies. When I asked what was wrong, she just said, "Don't you worry, Dusty." But her eyes were filled with fear. On the night of November 13th, a storm raged outside. My dad said Grandma went to bed early. I woke in the night to a strange coldness. I crept to her room. The door was ajar. I peeked inside. She was sitting up in bed, eyes wide, mouth open, frozen in terror. A faint, shimmering mist hovered above her. I stood there, paralyzed, watching. The next morning, my dad said she passed away peacefully. But I knew that wasn't true. I saw the terror on her face. I saw the mist. I tried to tell my dad, but he said it was just a nightmare. He didn't want to believe it. But I knew what I saw. The curse had taken my grandmother and let me watch. That was the first time I truly understood fear. 10 years later, in 2014, the curse returned. My dad had remarried. Clara, my stepmother, tried to fill the house with light, but the darkness lingered. She didn't believe in the curse, called it superstition. But as November neared, the house began to remember. Clara started seeing a shadow in the upstairs hallway, a tall, thin figure that vanished when she turned on the light. She left the hallway light on all night, but the cold spots and dragging sounds from the attic persisted. Her cheer faded. She stopped sleeping. She grew nervous, jumpy. One night at dinner, she dropped her fork, whispering, "Did you see that?" A woman's face at the window. We saw nothing, but she was starting to believe. On November 13th, Clara was a wreck, refusing to be alone. That evening, she took a bath to calm her nerves. My dad and I heard a splash, then silence. We ran upstairs. Clara was in the tub, submerged. It was too late. The police called it an accident. But my dad and I knew. The curse had taken her too. The house grew colder, the shadows longer. My dad never spoke of the curse again, but it haunted us both. We were waiting for it to return. After Clara died, it was just me and my dad. The house felt emptier than ever. My dad aged quickly, haunted by something he wouldn't name. He stopped going out, just sat in his chair, waiting. As 2024 approached, the fear returned. My dad started talking to himself, staring at his reflection for hours. One night, he said, "The man in the mirror, his eyes are wrong." He took down every mirror in the house. He saw a woman in a white dress at the edge of his vision, always near the stairs. Nightmares plagued him. He wouldn't say what they were, only that they were about things he'd tried to forget. On November 13th, he locked himself in his study. I waited, listening to the silence. When I finally opened the door, he was slumped in his chair, an empty bottle of pills beside him. A note. "I'm sorry." The curse had made him its instrument. It had driven him to this. I was alone. December 8th, 2025. A year since my father's death. I am 18, alone in this house of ghosts. The silence is heavy. Every creak sounds like a footstep. The days grow shorter, the darkness deeper. My fear is constant, sitting with me at the table, lying next to me in bed. I see shadows moving, flickers at the edge of my vision. I hear whispers, sometimes my name, sometimes nothing at all. Nightmares haunt me. A woman in a white dress, pointing to the attic, her mouth moving but silent. I dream of fire, of desperate urgency. I know I should leave, but I can't. The curse isn't in the house, it's in my blood. Yet, the whispers and the woman in my dreams don't just scare me. They're leading me somewhere. I have to know the truth before my own November 13th arrives. I have to face what's hidden here. The new year brings bolder hauntings. The whispers are clearer now. Attic, find it. Cold spots drift through the rooms, making my breath mist. One afternoon, every cabinet in the kitchen slammed open at once. I ran, heart pounding. The woman in the white dress appears more clearly, always near the stairs, her gaze fixed on the attic. One night, a loud thud jolts me awake. It's coming from the attic. My dad always kept it locked, but now the sounds are undeniable. Thumping, dragging. I lie frozen, listening until the silence returns. The next morning, I know I can't ignore it anymore. The whispers, the ghost, the noises, they all point to the attic. Whatever secret my family hid, it's up there. My fear is a cold knot, but my determination is stronger. I have to face whatever's up there. With a shaky hand, I pull the cord. The attic stairs unfold, revealing darkness. I climb, flashlight in hand, into the unknown. The attic air is thick with dust and secrets. I move through the clutter, searching for something I can't name. My flashlight finds a small wooden trunk with an ornate lock. I pry it open. Inside, a leather-bound diary. The name on the first page, Lillian Miller, my mother. My dad always said she died of illness. He never spoke of her. I read. The early entries are happy, but by autumn, fear creeps in. She writes of my father's paranoia, his obsession with a family curse. In the final entry, November 12th, Robert has locked me in the attic. He says the curse demands a sacrifice tomorrow. I smell gasoline. I'm so sorry, my sweet baby. I love you. The truth is a physical blow. It wasn't a curse. It was a lie. A monstrous cover for murder. My father killed my mother, blaming it on a curse he invented. The house isn't haunted by a curse, but by my mother's tormented spirit. My grandmother must have known, her heart giving out from guilt. Clara got too close to the truth and paid the price. My father's suicide was his final escape from guilt. The truth crashes down on me. The diary falls from my hands. The air grows cold. I look up and see her. My mother, Lillian, stands before me, clearer than ever. The sadness in her eyes is gone, replaced by love and relief. She glides toward me, kneels, and places a translucent hand on my cheek. I hear her voice in my mind. My son, my Dustin, you know the truth now. The lie is broken. A spectral tear falls. She smiles, then fades away. The oppressive cold vanishes, replaced by stillness. The feeling of being watched is gone. The house is finally free. My mother wasn't haunting me to harm me. She was leading me to the truth. The curse is broken. I am free. Weeks have passed since that day in the attic. I buried my mother's diary under the old oak tree, giving her peace. The house is quiet now, a peaceful quiet. The cold spots and whispers are gone. For the first time, it feels like just a house. The fear is gone. The dread of November 13th no longer hangs over me. My mother wasn't haunting me to hurt me. She was saving me. Next year, I won't be hiding. I'll leave this place, not to run, but to start a future. I'll sell the house, go to college, live a life not defined by a date. The cycle of fear is broken. Sometimes I feel my mother's presence, a warmth, a gentle reminder I'm not alone. The story of the curse is over. Now, a new story can begin. My story. For the first time, I look forward to November, not with fear, but with hope.